Every Tuesday and every Thursday.
Hey,
Tap in.
Is this thing on? Can you hear me?
Roy
Is anybody out
show
there?
is the spot to be, baby.
Hey, tune in.
It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the homie Big Hank. And Christina Carr. The hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the co-host Big Hank and Christina Carr. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. Everybody tune in, you dig it? It's funny as hell, my dude. It's when we can kick every Tuesday. Everything is going down. Thursday. They about to do the most. It ain't a confrontation, it's a conversation, homie. Yo, on the weekends, Roy Anthony Show. It's during the week.
What it do? What it do? What it do? Man, I am Roy Anthony, and I am so ready for the football season. Oh, I'm so hyped about my Raiders. Oh, what it do? What it do? What it do? I am Roy Anthony. What's up with you, Miss Cynthia Joy?
What's good with you, Mr. Roy? Sugarfoot, sweet face, honey bun.
I was wondering if it was going to happen. You, boy, if you don't say that or something in that version, everybody in this world will be like, man, what's wrong with Cynthia? For real.
How you doing, though?
I am so happy to be back on the show with you. You know, our co-stars, other co-stars be popping in. Big Hank, always doing something for the Lord in Long Beach. Miss Willette, Hurst, she'll be popping in. She's out there in Ontario, probably headed to Victorville, Southern California. And then Christina Carr, she's gonna be like, I've been missing you. You gonna forget my name? No, you part of the thing. So we trying to get. I gotta talk to Big Ski about redoing it. It'll be like the third time. He gonna be had to say with Big Hank, Christina Carter, Cynthia Joy, Willette Hurst. He's like, damn, nigga, I gotta catch my breath, homie.
Right.
Because you send me all the pictures. So when we do something, we doing it right. So I think we have a panel, which is like The View.
Right.
But The View and them have just all women. And I think that we have some grand conversations with us being males and females, you know, heterosexuals. I don't know who's what. I never questions no more sexuality on the show.
Right, because that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Don't get me started, because listen, I got a topic I want to talk about that I'm going to end up talking about everywhere, all day, every day.
You know how we tackle it. We attack some subjects. Tell me what day you want to do it. We do it this coming Tuesday.
Hey, it's going to, like I say, it's going to be everywhere. It's going to be on my show, your show. It's about to be on all kind of shows.
Yeah, we've been, and everybody, look, Cynthia Joy has a show, and it's real interesting. She don't know we pay attention.
Yeah, I don't know.
I told you, it's an honor for her. She to want to be with the Roy Anthony Show, and it's a co-star, but she does her own thing too. And it's not. I tell people, it's not. This is just a conversation. We meet Tuesday and Thursday. Am I correct?
Yeah.
She runs programs. She's not just talking about it from the bystands of a person who's like the Black Lives Matter people. They want to take the advantage of people who's all up there. Wish I could jump in today, brother, but duty calls, work is crazy. Oh, that's my man Carl.
What's up, Carl? I already know who it is.
Yeah, I wanted them to come. They got him as Facebook users. It's just, you know what? Let me get into the credits. Because you know any subject you want to bring, come on.
Let's get
Our team is for a team. It ain't just off of Roy Anthony. And when we doing our programs, people probably say, oh, Roy be doing most talking. They tell us when we come in with these shows that you don't want no dead space unless we just decide to take a thought to think.
Right.
All 5 people who's on here is responsible, and they're part of the U.S. We just happen to meet at a cafe spot every Tuesday and Thursday and have a good little conversation for an hour or a half. And our views is where people's been learning. That's where I've been getting comments. But let me go through these credits.
Yeah,
I'm
get your
Roy
credits
Anthony.
on, cause I'm
Yeah, I'm
ready.
Roy Anthony. Welcome to the Roy Anthony Show. It's one of my co-stars, Cynthia, Joy. Y'all know that Big Hank will be coming in any second. He be doing projects for the Lord, and then we have two other queens, Miss Willette Hurst and Miss Christina Carter. And then this is under the Woe Entertainment platform, which was created by Richie King, aka Redneck Pimp. Um, he created it, him and the co-creator Goose, and they are veterans of the U.S. military. And what it was they brought awareness, and to bring awareness to a lot of veterans commit suicide a month. They go out and they fight, and then they come back and have to face some of the same tyranny and stuff like that.
Mhm.
No, they just now got a new number. We remember we was putting the number together. We was
Yeah.
bringing attention. Somebody must have been listening because now they have a number. I think it's 988. If somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but you can dial this 988, and you can either text it if you're feeling depressed. Nobody, and they took the. It seemed like I'm not, as long as it was helping our veterans, because we have the freedom to do the stuff we do because of protections unaware. And that's
Mhm.
why I be about the government and stuff, because it's not fair. If anybody we should celebrate getting raises, just be military vets. They fighting over the same laws that's been established and making raises and making money and inflation going up. Here's wait a minute, here's one of the co-stars in before we just keep going. Miss Willette Hurst is in the house. How you doing,
What's
Miss
up,
Willette?
Sugarfoot?
What's Sugarfoot?
Everyone knows, you know how the ladies are, fellas. Don't, what I'm saying? Let the ladies be. You feel me? How you doing, Miss Willette?
I am
Um,
fantabulous.
that is so cool. She puts the Pete B in there. Fantabulous. That's right. Um,
I'm trying to be like Sugarfoot.
hey, that's right. For real. I told her she don't come in when I introduce her and she don't say anything like that. I'll be like, something's wrong with Cynthia.
Hmm.
She better say that. How you doing there, powdered sugar toe? um, I was giving credits though, like I said, Goose, the co-creator of the Woe Entertainment. We got our social producer, Blue Phoenix, who keeps the running, along with our other social producer, Athens, and then we have sponsor Matthew Brooks. Then we have our good neighbors like the BB Nation and based in Oregon, the Backwoods Veterans, and then we got the VRS Veteran Syndicate. They basically around the whole U.S., along with our good friends and neighbors. We don't discriminate. We was trying to get Carl to come in, but his job keeps saying William Rodriguez Morrison may be popping in. William Rodriguez Morrison is a good friend of mine, personal security. Some people would have remembered seeing him on. He had to shadow Dr. Dre for the Super Bowl. He deals with Justin Bieber and all that. Well, he put me on his A list. Roy Anthony, for real. He was also running for mayor of Los Angeles. He's been the city's tax auditor for over 20 years. He's one of my Latino friends, if we want to identify him by race. He may be popping in. He's been several times in. I got another people, anybody who's from Oklahoma. There is a good friend of mine. Her name is Senator Connie Johnson. You can look her up on the ballot. If anybody who got family members in Oklahoma, she's running for governor. She's a good friend of mine. She's been on the show a couple of times and stuff. Senator Connie Johnson down there in Oklahoma. She is the godmother for bringing capital revenue to Oklahoma for getting them to legalize cannabis. She's the one who rolled it up, submitted to Congress. They will reject her, come back next year. She kept fighting it. Next thing you know, she's the senator. Her name is Senator Connie Johnson. If you got any family members in Oklahoma and anything she's on about it, I looked it up. She's beneficial. And And y'all know me, I'm not a Republican or Democrat because my man William he's my good friend and he's a Republican in Los Angeles. And some of the stuff he talks to me about, I'll be like, man, I'm telling you, blacks is it's like that movie, Get Out. The black preachers hit that teacup. Me like, I will not proceed. I am a Democrat. I will pay this and that and vote for them. And let that Baptist preacher, the big old mega preachers hit that teacup. I'll be doing my man over there. What's his name? The House Refuge. He be like this. And when I take the teacup that the Lord gave me and I hit that teacup,
Joy. Look how
God,
you
you don't have church with me. You don't see
Girl,
that.
I'm horrible at hiding my face.
I know, girl.
He was over there off the train.
And he having a ball with it though.
I was
Hey,
so
man, it's Thursday. Man, this is July the 28th, 2022.
He all
For
in
real.
character, Joy.
I didn't think when Prince sung the song, I'm a party like it's 1999. I didn't know it was anything after that.
You know what?
For
Okay,
real.
listen, Roy.
That's what I mean, for real. They keep jumping us back to what slavery did. No, I'm looking back the past 100 years. Talking about you learn your past. Well, I'm like Sherlock Holmes in the movie Game of Shadows. If you come in the room, I done pinpointed back all the way to the church for 100 years. I want to drive a new car. You got a job for me. I'm ready to come to church. Brother, we're going to pray for you. Ha, sama, ha, sa, ha, 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 la, ha. If you don't stop, you praying that I get a horn growing out my head. You don't know what that man is saying. But yeah, I'm the vagabond. You know, I was telling. I just want to say that football season is about to start. So anybody in the sports know that I am a true Raiders fan. Since that's all I've knew since I've been born. And everyone knows I'm a Clippers fan. You know, I went through the blues. You can ask Big Hank. I had Laker officials, and people like those are Laker officials. So we was coming into the Raiders, but the people knew me. The Laker officials, they said, "Oh, I know you, Roy Anthony. You got the Clipper cooties." I could ask Big Hank. These people sit right there like they part of the team. That we knew that they was getting Anthony Davis a day before they announced it on ESPN. The lady had to leave. She said, "Oh, I just got a call. We getting Anthony Davis." The next morning, it was on ESPN. When Big Hank comes in, I'll tell everyone. Hey, before we start, I want to bring this lady up right quick. If y'all don't mind, I want to bring her in. As y'all know, this is our friend Joy. And check this
Thank
out.
you so much.
To the point.
I'm about to bring this lady in.
Hey, I'm talking to you, honey. My name is Cynthia Joy. I am one of your authors from Finding Yourself After Stroke. My chapter is entitled Strengthen You, and it's there to remind you that that's where your strength lies, inside of yourself, and you can never give in to giving up on yourself. So that chapter is a chapter of resilience, honey. It is a chapter of humor and joy and everything that's me in a short form. So I hope that you enjoy the whole book thoroughly. Finding Yourself After Stroke. But I also really hope you enjoy my chapter. I hope you feed me with good critiques, well, bad critiques, whatever you got. Just give it to me because I put it all into that chapter just for you to remind you that you are beautiful, you are wonderful, handy capable at its finest. Nothing can stop you as long as you keep pushing through. And remember that strength lives in you. Never give in to giving up on yourself. When you're down, guess where you're going? Keep shining your light so bright and let me know what you think, honey.
I
Oh,
think
man, that's-
I think that's our beautiful sugar foot right there.
Hey, I'm sorry. I gotta let me stop this. Let me stop this right quick. Yes, sir. My bad. We're sent. My bad. It was.
There goes our sugar foot.
I just wanted to applaud you.
You
For
just
real.
play so much. I didn't even know that you be finding my stuff.
I look at everybody. For
Boy, he
real.
be researching.
I got stuff for Willette. I got stuff for. I could bring stuff up. Big Hank. They say, let's let people know that I know who I'm working with.
He like,
And
surprise! I
Uh-huh.
see you.
Yeah, and you know what? You made it sound real juicy, right? When you was giving off like the different sentences, you like, and I'm like, boy, she make it sound juicy. In that one part, you like, and you want to be stuck. So, hey, girl, you want? I'm like, ooh, it sounds like she was eating real. Like this is soulful. Yeah, I said she sound juicy, didn't it?
Yeah. It was like she was tasting every word. It was
It
like,
made me excited. Like,
Right.
I gotta find this book
oh, this was good.
for real. I'm
Like,
gonna have me a glass of lemonade and get into it.
Put a sprinkle of joy in it.
yeah.
That part.
You know
But
what?
you
That
know-
testimony, you're just a light coming through that storm. You just all the storms, and I was reading at the bottom of what it said who you were, that you lost your mom at a young age and everything, and I know that's just a piece of your testimony, but that's amazing because God is going to impact you to free so many people just for the joy that you bring, that light, that beautiful smile. It's just amazing. And then on top of the sugar foot.
Hey.
What's up? We got Big Hank in the house. What's up with you, big
What's going on,
Hank?
y'all?
What's up, brother Hank?
What's happening with that? What's up, Joy?
How you doing, honey bun?
I'm good, man. I see she was talking about you. She said you're gonna be bringing joy. I said, shit, it's in her name right there. That's what she do.
We just showed one of her videos.
Yeah.
What?
One of her inspirational videos.
Wow, man,
And
damn.
she was smacking it. I was telling you by going on Facebook. She was smacking. That made me feel like I better go get this book.
She was like,
made it sound juicy. She's like, and when you know that
mm,
you can get that, I'm like, oh,
mm.
hey, we was just talking about now. Y'all ever seen? If you've seen the movie Sherlock Holmes, Game of Shadows?
Yeah.
Okay. When the beginning of this particular movie, I'm getting to a point. Dr. Watson goes into the room and notice all these strings is going straight to this one particular guy who his name is Professor Moriarty. So I kept noticing that not only do the media push this racism to give us separate, they even made us it got to the point with drugs. It was I got instances where news trucks was actually having crack on people, giving it to them, so then they can catch some footage of the police, so they can build up the propaganda. Then each neighborhood because I remember, and they know back in the day, sometimes LAPD would pick some cat from the neighborhood and trying to shake him. He wanted to drop him off in a Warren neighborhood and stuff. And for real, some plights didn't come out where the story was told. Trust me. Now, I start pinpointing to what we're in this situation today, 2022, with the past 10, 15 years, we've had more blacks who are millionaires and billionaires, yet the blacks are still, the general public people are still the bottom. You've had some people, if you're in entertainment, someone asks you, oh, I thought you made it, because they comparing you to somebody who's glittering and golden right now. So I said, forget weighing back. It brought too much in, especially when Big Hank, because he's an alumnus from USC. No matter what happened in his personal life after that, his record showed 4 years. He just probably couldn't go to graduation because
Yeah.
but I'm getting to a point.
Yeah.
Look here. I started looking at the past 100 years. And I kept finding myself, I'm a person who goes with the spirit where, you know, I'm a professional comedian. I'm going to be who I am no matter where I am. Big Hank is like that too. We was in Memphis, Tennessee. We didn't know nobody.
Yes,
We
sir.
had an old Airbnb. They put us in the white neighborhood. Them people gave us platinum. They said, please come again.
Yes.
We followed their rules. They didn't want no smoking in the house, but they had a patio. We respected that.
Yeah. You smoke right outside in the back. That's right, right outside in the back.
They had a tall fence on Big Hank tall. We in a white neighborhood. I kept stooping low. Big Hank, but we didn't have no fear. Just
No
being
problem.
ourselves.
No problem.
Now, I'm getting to a point. So the 100 years I'm doing this Sherlock Holmes. I got these strings going all the way, pinpointing. Man, I'm sorry. And I'm gonna make sure I make this clear. I'm not saying all.
What happened?
Did he freeze?
That nigga froze. nigga, we waiting on you, nigga. We waiting.
You was over there. That show didn't want to hear that
Nigga
shit.
had us on our
Nah,
toes. That nigga had us on our toes waiting. They cut that nigga microphone, everything off. Yeah.
They just set this nigga backstage.
Oh shit.
God damn it. Wait a
Oh shit. Oh my god.
Jesus took the wheel and the car, huh?
Shut that nigga
ain't got
shit
no
down.
point. You just cut
Shut
the
that
fucking
nigga
mic
shit
off.
down.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah, let him know that was the funniest comedic thing
No,
he
it
did on the
was.
show.
It
That was
was.
the funniest shit.
That
Woo,
was the best
Lord.
shit ever.
Lord.
Oh,
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh,
Oh my
man.
God. Okay.
Oh, that
Let me
hurt.
I
get
know.
my shit together.
Oh, I caught a cramp too. I got a cramp in my side. My neighbors is looking at me crazy. I'm in front of the church. The neighbors is looking at me crazy. They said that dude over there is lost it. He lost it. Oh my god.
Oh, that was good.
Motherfuckers like, I got a point. That's just no, you don't.
That nigga said,
He was like, I'm coming to my point. I'm coming to my point. We all sit there waiting.
yeah,
Like,
nigga, we waiting on our, we was on pins and needles. He had us on pins and needles waiting. We were like, nigga, come on.
I was about to
Nigga,
be like, what the
Willette,
fuck?
you got it. That's it right there, Willette. You got it too. You froze? Willette froze too. Oh, ain't this a bitch?
I'm not frozen.
All right, man. I'm glad you unfroze because you was froze for a minute.
You was stuck for a minute.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. That was funny
Okay.
though. It was like, and I wanted to say, I didn't want to interrupt, but I wanted to say, he said he gonna get to the point twice. And I was
Right,
like,
yep. God said, no, you know what? I'm not gonna even let you get to that point. I'm not gonna let you do it. I'm not.
like, Joy, I was trying not to interrupt. So I was
Girl, I
like,
was trying not to interrupt because when I first got on here, I told him I got some shit I want to talk about, and he was like, all right," and then look what happened.
Oh,
what did you want to
man.
talk about?
Come on.
I wanted to talk about, of course, disabilities and my frustration because I was like, how about we got all these handicapped restrooms, but there's no button for the handicapped to even get in the building. People in wheelchairs want to do things and go out and explore life, but they can't because there's no place for them unless it's a doctor's office, a hospital, or something like that. But you go to a club or you want to do karaoke or go to a comedy show, whatever it is like that, there is no handicap button for them to wheel themselves in there. There is no handicap button to let them in the bathroom, but you got a handicap toilet, but they can't get in.
Right.
I see you talking on one of the videos that I was going to be bringing up too. I found that one that you had. Man, look here. Everything went circle on my end.
Yeah, we know.
When I went to tell y'all the thing, look here. All of a sudden, my whole screen says You are not on a secured, like someone tapped in. I had to reboot. The truth was about to be told.
We was
For
we
real.
all we was all busted up.
All of a sudden, I looked and it was in circles. I'm like, Big Hank, Cynthia, Willette. Then all of a sudden, I went blank. I said,
Yeah,
all of a sudden, my whole screen said, "Hey, you are not being serious." Advanced. I was like, "Whoa, wow!"
That
oh
was
man,
the
that was
funniest
that was
part
the
of the show.
that was
okay?
that was
That
the
was
funniest
the best part of the show.
that was the funniest comedic skit you've done on the show.
Hey, bro. They kicked me out, bro. I had to go and check the modem and everything. Like, what's going on? They would not let me come in.
Man, shit.
Usually, hey, man, I'm getting to this teacup.
Go ahead.
Tell y'all, for real, this is the truth.
Go ahead.
Not all churches. Big Hank works for one of the services that makes it grow around. It glows around that neighborhood and everything. Of course, you got bad activity come through once in a while. He's probably in front of the church now.
He is.
Turn your camera around so people.
You already told us that when your thing went out.
It was me.
Clean. One side is for the Latinos. Some people don't want, because I'm telling you, I went to a Latino church one time and they had to give me this thing to interpret it. And I did not like it because the preacher be up there be like, and the dude say, Jesus loves you. That's all he said. He had me hyped up. I'm like, what'd he say? What'd he say? Jesus loves you.
Jesus loves you.
But look here, I circled it down. I'm being honest with you. But wait a minute. We got our other sister in the house. What's up, Christina Carter's in the house.
Hey,
Christina Carter.
I ain't seen her since the day before her birthday party.
She been partying with all the celebrities. She been partying with all the celebrities. She had all them niggas on her page.
How y'all doing?
What's happening? Doing great.
Yeah, her voice like, how y'all doing?
Yeah, she came with that. She came with that one, man. Almost threw me off.
Yeah,
almost threw me off.
I know. It's a new attitude.
Yeah, you over there looking gorgeous.
I'm so happy to see her.
Thank you.
And I'm so happy to see you looking very radiant, for real.
Yes,
hey, look here, y'all know that the subject we pulled off from last week, and I'm about to get my thing about about us turning the other cheek. That's why they blew it out, because I ain't done with the answer. Look here, man. Look here. Let me tell y'all something. You see, I don't know if y'all can see this, but there's
the whole room up.
This whole thing here is Africa. You come over here, and the United States, I got to tilt the thing.
Oh my God!
This little speech right here is the United States.
Yeah. I'm glad you found that. I'm glad you found that, Mom.
Well, they make it seem like it's a long way.
Had me over here,
Big Hank.
Like, man,
they make it seem like it's a long way. They make it seem like, oh, you gotta go. Look, it ain't that far. It ain't that far at all. It's just that you gotta tilt it. For real.
Got you. Gotta tilt it.
I'm getting to a point.
That's what you said last time that camera went out.
The subject was about, when do we turn the other cheek? That's what the remaining subject. After you turn to first cheek, we have found ourselves keep turning the second cheek over and over and over. Because I always get to a point.
No.
And I can prove it.
Oh, do you see how Hank did the glasses?
I can prove it.
Matter of fact, let me take these moments off so I can see good.
I was looking at, why hasn't we created infrastructures or no businesses? Somebody always they might have a barber shop. They might have a detail shop. But we don't have no corporations. It's unknown for us to own a building in downtown LA or Chicago or something. Hey man, I'm gonna tell you something. I've been studying this dude, this one brother who we listen to a lot of the preachers, but I've been listening to this brother when he first launching that, when I go in a gas station or a store and I see a rapper's face on the bag of these particular potato chips, that's real talk. I know I'm not the only one who's seen the potato chips with the rappers' faces on it, right?
Yeah, I seen those.
I eat
And they
some.
good.
You
She's talking
eat
about I
those
eat those.
too.
I
Yeah,
You
eat
eat
those.
those.
Do you eat them, Christina?
I do. I do.
I
So I
do
do.
too. There's nothing wrong with it. But I'm
Yeah.
telling you why, because Big Hank, everybody on this screen, is the only patent owner of Long Beach All Stars. Anybody who wants to be a Long Beach All Star on their paraphernalia, anything, got to when they go get got to pay. It's going to come automatic because the patent company say you can't use this unless you get. He knows how it works. Now, I kept hearing this man talk about these potato chips and everything. I thought it was funny. Like 8 years ago, I'm sold on my man, Master P. He's the one who got those chips. He got an energy drink. But I was looking at when his tapes came out. He said people didn't have to like our songs. He said I was just putting something on the shelf. He got an infrastructure where he started telling them how. And some people I hate. It gets me is when you got people who's broke or they think because they make about 10K a month because they've been in this and that. That's just called having money. We're talking about generational wealth where you got something that's established. If Big Hank dies, his family holds his patent.
Yeah.
Just like the energy companies that you pay your monies to for you to have lights and everything. You pay a service that gives you the same type of grid that they've all came established with because we're unaccountable. So with that being known, with that being known, I start looking at myself because I can't tell nobody else a plan and I don't follow through with my own plan. I was telling somebody earlier, how can if a dude comes up to me, he don't have a dime, he like, Roy, because I have a dime. He's like, man, I'm gonna show you how to make more dimes. Nah, bro. I already have something. So when we talk about turning the other cheek, I want to go deeper than that, than the physicality part, and it's the mental part. And it all the way went back to that movie, like dude said on Get Out. Hypnotized. Preachers and stuff had him hypnotized with a teacup, clicking it.
I'm still about that damn movie.
Man, rock God. When you do this and that, you need to give you and don't have no. Okay, so you do this for 10 years. I know cats who made money off the streets for 5 years, and you don't have to pay no laborers coming up. 100 years, no infrastructures. No, if I come and join the church and stuff, I probably don't want to sell none because you can give me a job and I praise the Lord, and 10% of it is going to go to you because 15% whatever goes to the IRS and so much percent go to the state that I live in, and then the other 10% could go back to the church because y'all done made companies where you can buy machines that cost $100,000, put them in a warehouse and get contracts to cut screws and everything for airlines. They cut metals. I seen dudes, Big Hank knows a dude who can cut metal and make tires. I mean, those wheels. He makes those wheels. There's a Latino dude. No, he got the motor and everything. He takes the mountain metal. He said, man, if I had $100,000, I can get the two machines, put them in the shop. Everybody getting paid $20 an hour. We've been around 100 years. The Wright brothers just invented the airline. With all this money we made, Crepflo, you jump in 2 airplanes, worth of monies. We're going to get these office buildings and stuff real. And then everybody, we ain't worried about if a person got background and all that? Are you still doing the same stuff? Because being repentant is you not doing the same stuff you did before. But no, we keep turning the other cheek. Insanity, doing the same stuff over and over and over and over. God is my witness. I try to put my funds where my mouth is. We down there in Memphis, Tennessee, we didn't have no suffrage or nothing. Matter of fact, we went to the BB King's Cafe, didn't feel threatened or nothing, had a good time, and they had a live band while we ate what we wanted, drank what we want. Big Hank don't drink, I do. So he a designated driver, forgot that way. Christina's met me that one day down there at this club. I didn't mind. What I drinking? They didn't have it. They gave me a bottle of Jack, but I drink Remy Martin with chasing with a Stella Artois.
And I came downstairs, so I didn't know what the hell it was.
You try to make me seem like a saint. You try to make me seem like a saint, like I don't drink. I do sip. I sip on a little wine, though. I don't sip on nothing harder than that.
He don't drink hard liquor. That's what I'm saying. He drinks wine. He for real. Yeah. He cool with it with the big blunts. You feel me? I left them some Cali pure oil. That's what I left. For real. They know she like, yeah. But look, let me tell you something. I started looking at this, and I listened to Master P. If Master P is listening to me, I said, bro, I understand. I go to your university because guess what? When the Lord said, will a man rob God? He's talking about the man who's holding the money. We ain't building the warehouses. And when I talk, he's witness. God said when he does things, he has a witness there. So just prove to the people, you ain't have to lie. I'm in front of a pastor, and it just came out in his studies. You don't talk to a minister about no tithes in his study. But the answer he gave me caught me like I thought he was going to go with an over right, and he came with an under left cut right in the ribs, hit me by the bread basket.
Better pay your bills. You better pay your bills.
He said that makes you responsible.
Yes, sir.
Some people in church ain't paying tithes or their bills and want the church to help. Yeah. They want the church to help and stuff. They don't want to pay tithes or bills. So I told homie last night, I said, man, I'm paying my tithe to the church because you know what I know who does with the money? That man sitting right there who doesn't perpetrate. That's why I can comfortably talk like this.
Sure.
Now, if they was making what the so-called and this and that, the preacher ain't gonna just. Dr. Williams, he's a doctor, man. He ain't gonna just have him having 5 or 6 houses. They see Big Hank got a house. Got him a new ride. It was so new that they stole his ride out of all the cars on the street. They know that Big Hank with the church. They know he ain't mad at him. He'll bring it back. It's convenient for a day, but they was like, "That's all."
I got full coverage. That's why I ain't mad. I got full coverage. I ain't mad.
And then you kind of glad when he did because he did it.
Need something new.
Yeah. So, but look here. So what's been holding us back? All your money. Where's your savings account? That savings account was the church. But you ain't listen to no plan on how to make money. You tell me what a man Rob got, and you preaching to me about what I'm supposed to be giving and making it all fit back to your conversation, but you ain't gave me no infrastructure. We know what God will do, but give me a layout, give me a plan. Why am I sitting up here homeless? Why am I still hungry in the U.S.? Why are these young cats banging? Because they don't have no substance. Because you in the place playing tambourines. Took that money and still trying to build the buildings fund. Why won't we get no companies? Okay, everybody in the hand, please let's stand up if you are a barber. Okay, we're gonna open up a major shop and you're gonna take in hairs and we're gonna take 10% of what your paycheck is. 2 years. I paid for a house. The church going to finance you a house, bro. And that way you make, since you working with us, that's how democracy works. We do it now. We work at a job to make some money to pay back to the same person who probably owns the store that you buy your food from the person who pays you your check from the way you work. It circumvents. If I'm wrong, somebody stop me. I guess I might be off tilt. Stop me if I'm wrong, because I'm looking at when Christina with 6 kids, she don't want to wait on no state. They always try to find a reason not to give someone no money instead of seeing circumstances. But if our own can't hold our own, we so busy trying to fit in with everyone else when we can take our funds and come up with an infrastructure like now whoever manufactures his chips, and I'm talking about Master P, he may let us be the manufacturer and he make sure the flavor is right while we got an assembly line. And if you live in an area, we help you and stuff while we build a plant there.
But you can't expect the you out of everybody. Everybody priorities are different. A lot of people mindset is not set up like that. They're looking at the right now. They're not looking at
Yeah, but that's
what.
getting you a job right now. I'm talking about, that's what I'm saying. I ain't talking about something to invest in the future. I'm talking about where you have a job right now. He has an assembly. I'm just talking about what the churches should have been doing for the past 100 years. We should never be in this situation, even in the past 10, 15 years. Let's take it all the way to the past 20 years.
But what can you do as a person to change it? You
Well,
can first start it off, or
for
you
one,
know.
I want to talk to Master P and let's see how we can work on assembly and where it starts. Because we're doing it the church way, and the only thing I see is sometimes I want to go to church because I have no offering.
But each one of us on here can make a difference. We can see the problem, but each one of us on here is a solution to a problem.
Right, if you're gonna present a problem, have a solution.
Well,
You know,
solution is to start. I just said it. I'm not in about having you to start a company. You want to be able to have a job where you can work and have an adequate pay of living. I'm talking to the ones who has money can start a company. Let's do this. Just like, okay, you ever have a dream? Like, okay, I know Christina she would love to have a company where she's doing candles. She can't just do it herself, but where she had a team and she had to have the accounts to ship them out. Okay, look here. You ever have where you want to work for yourself and somebody, you tell your friend or family and they say, well, girl, you better, what you gonna do as a real job? The real job is working for that, the excuse anybody if I'm saying this, but it's working for the white companies. That's the real job. When you're working for yourself or for somebody like, okay, I'm gonna do hair, I'm gonna do nails. I'm just bringing up something that I was like, who are we blaming when we only make up 13.5%, but I see ministers that can have their own private jets and 9, 10, $20 million mansions. Something just don't seem right.
but we were led to believe that the ideal company to work for is our white neighbors. That was,
Christina, you so woke. I love you so much.
you
Look,
know,
it's
that's
the
just
teacup.
You know what?
It's the teacup. Christina just said it. Look, in the movie Get Out, they hypnotized by the white lady. She hit the teacup. Ding, ding, ding.
we got so stagnated on the same thing. Like even in the
Black churches did the teacups on you.
that's all we knew. Like in
I
slavery,
know.
like,
Go ahead, preach, girl.
so let us be the one. Since we know now, we have
What
more
we gonna
knowledge
do
of
about it?
what's going on. What we gonna do? We know
What
what
we
happened.
gonna do about it?
Exactly. And what you're saying is, for one, God said at the back or at the end of Haggai, speak on these things, ponder these things, talk on these things. This is subjects that's never be brought up. When's the last time you had this conversation on the national forum, Christina?
I haven't, because it's been taken out. It's been taken out.
Oh, she ain't doing nothing but telling the truth, girl.
But
You got my weekend.
they take out things that, the tree of life. It's just like that. They take out things that we get more knowledge about. That's what they take out. The dumber we are. See, I act dumb to learn more. If it was more people like me, I sit at the table where people don't think I'm supposed to sit at, because they know some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want us to know it. And then we have black, white people. They sit there and they forget where they come from.
Yep.
They don't spread it.
Yep.
And each one's supposed to reach one and teach one, and that's we're not doing that.
That's where we come up short.
That's the part where we falling short.
We come up short because we're too busy for ourselves.
Now,
instead of saying Joy need help on this, Christina help, or what I got different, and we can help each other, and then we'll be.
Or we too busy pointing the finger at somebody else.
And you know what I was looking at, because I said like this: look, if you're going to take money, let's have an infrastructure where the people, because who ain't going? Most people come to a church needs help. You don't have no help for me. Well, little Ray has some help for me, and next thing you know, I might be in jail or in this or that. We got more.
But it's our United States as a people, as a unity, because they want to go out and help all these other people, and people in our.
And they don't even help people
Christina,
here.
Look, y'all.
Look,
I hear that, but you know me. I always tell them people before we talk even about the United States, because in the United States we had the freedom of that we don't have in other countries. That's for one. We got freedom.
I think it's about perception, because I don't think we
is
as free as we
gotta
think.
we gotta start.
We not.
You gotta start. See, you think that until you don't have it. I'm gonna tell you an example. One of my friends got caught up down there in Tijuana. That's when you know you in a country, and it's not United States. So after he was in there 2 days, he told the dude, he said, "Hey man, what's up with my phone call?" And dude said, "Man, you think you in America?" He didn't get his first phone call for 2.5 weeks. He said, "Man, you get their call because they know you make the call, you're gonna get out." Do you think this is America? You got freedoms that you ain't understanding. See, this just shows the point, because wait a minute. You got freedoms that you don't understand, because you got the freedoms to even be on here, because some countries don't even allow women to speak.
We have
women. I would be risking y'all lives to be on this thing in some countries for real, and you know that. Well, they are like that.
But we have freedoms, but we still don't have. We're still in jail in a lot of ways,
in certain aspects.
Yeah, but that's what we're addressing. The aspects that we are still in prison. A lot of times, like she said, that they don't want us to know stuff.
Y'all wouldn't even be able to show y'all hair. Y'all got some pretty hairdos and everything. You know, you would have to have your head covered in some of these old Baptist churches now. You would have to have your head covered.
And people take what people tell them and run with it instead of reading it for themselves and doing research for themselves.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if we get past that, but what I'm saying is, you had said earlier about solutions. But a solution isn't for it. I was raised like this. If you give a man a fish, he's going to eat for that day. But if you teach him how to fish, he's going to eat forever. Now, all the emotional parts, I can understand, because let me tell you, that's the difference. But from me, if I give you this fish, you're just going to eat for a day. Bring something to the table. When Jesus asked who got any food, it was only a little boy, all them people, and nobody brought nothing to eat. No peanut butter, jelly sandwiches, no nothing. That boy had 2 pieces of fish. And he fed the multitude. That's why it was a miracle. Nobody else brought nothing. I always want to expect something, but ain't even brought something. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Hey,
what's that have to do with the?
When I say turn the other cheek, because guess what?
Wait, I didn't finish. I didn't even finish.
No, go ahead. Say what you saying.
So where does that come from when we say that we're still in slavery and stuff? And what you didn't let, and I wanted to hear Christina what her finished her thought process.
It was just a point of saying that we are enslaved because that's what we were used to.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are so stuck on it, they don't want change. Change doesn't matter to them anymore. Because they thought process they don't have. They don't have it because of they don't want it. It's not that they can't get it.
If I didn't agree with y'all, this be the first time let me explain. I go by, and this is really for the both of you, because I was listening to it. And when I first started this out, I was talking about when you turn the other cheek. Christina made a point earlier that I wanted to bring up. That was what was touching my spirit when she said, we always know the problems. What do we have as a solution? It's especially when we got some of our friends and family. It bothers me when I'm so busy trying to take care of my family, and I see one of my good friends or family members saying they need help on a social media site. I want to be able to like, oh, I got family member, one of my mother's sister's daughters, right? She sits up here and be like, talk to my uncle. He's like, psh. Now I'm wondering, are you taking advantage of other people who, you know what I'm saying? That's the first thing we do is say, hey, we sure quick to do a GoFundMe for something. We're quick. I'm just saying, and then we're saying, what's the solution? I see people still go to the hair salons to get theirs and stuff. We say, what's natural? What do we spend? I did a budget on myself. I found out. Wait a minute, I found out that I was spending a lot of money on Remy Martin. I'm being honest. I'm spending about, when I get a fifth, it's 48. And sometimes we've got the homies, I might have to go get another one. That's $96 to $100.
That was your choice, though. That's what
I'm saying it, but I'm saying is you're right. But Christina, I'm saying this is I was looking at my budget. I was looking at a budget to where, and I'm saying is, why am I broke now if I have a budget and stuff for my own self? I'm just saying this, for real. How can I help? Okay. I didn't have nothing. I kept saying, why don't I have? For one, I had to come to grips with myself. Let me get right with God. Let me forgive things off me and let me pay for my tithes. Now, I don't want to have a bad conscience. I want to be a cheerful giver. I need to go to somebody I believe in that actually helps people and store it up to the storefront. If we had the money, I'm just saying it's what I seen and stuff. I'm speaking that if we took your monies and you compound it and say, hey, let's do this. You took the time to write a book, Miss Willette. Joy had a stroke and took the time and now she runs a seminar and a podcast for that. Stroke survivors. Christina got candles. Go ahead. I didn't hear you.
Everybody's vision is not the same. You got a plan.
Who has a plan?
I'm just saying, for example, you got a thought pattern to where it could be great. And
I got a thought pattern of trying to get paid. I'm not in emotional concepts. I'm about trying to get paid in a hurry. I'm on that. Miss Willette, I'm on that too. Christina and Willette, I'm on about getting paid. I'm not on emotional concepts. I'm trying for real. I follow the prince that I'm speaking. I'm not telling other people that they have a mindset. Know where I'm coming from.
Well,
I'm talking about where we get paid. We're giving out so much money, but we ain't paying ourselves. That's where it starts. It starts where I'm not someone to go on no social media to say I need some funds or nothing. I want to be able to help personally, period. And so then I come with a solution.
That went bad.
I want to. We got to keep it 100. All that emotional concepts. Want to hear? I know all that. And be broke and be all on, oh, I need this and need that. If you got God, I ain't, you me be begging on social media. Big Hank, you begging on social media?
I don't beg nobody for nothing.
Thank you. Cynthia, you begging on social media? Miss
Do I
Willette,
look
you
like
begging
I
on
beg
social
somebody?
media? Always sympathizing. Some people got to know I'm not, I love them. And I ain't talking about particular person and nobody. I got family members. I'm saying is if God, first it starts with you in the relationship with God. I can't go back and forth. It's a two-edged sword. It hits me coming and going. He said, Roy, you got to be right. Big Hank was a witness when I just came to grips about tithes. I was against paying tithes. Then it came to grips to me of who I'm paying my tithes to. Emotions don't get me paid. Emotions don't get me broke. I want to have all the good words to say to people, and I'm sitting up here. I don't have a plan. My grandmother told me I was living shacking with some woman, and the Lord, and I said, why is it that my prayers don't come together? And she said, baby, God don't bless in mess. I had to get myself together.
Mm-hmm.
Is her camera back on? Oh, she back on. I got love for, I'm trying to come up with solutions. When I'm gonna tell you, Christine, when I came up with the idea to, and the Lord told me about my tithing, that was the biggest thing for me. Her thing keeps going. I had to get right and went on the public to tell it. That for real. I was against that. But I kept wondering why my stuff kept coming up. A fool and their money soon depart. I better have some type of security.
Because you got to learn how to praise him, and you got to learn how to be happy, whether you're base or bound, whether you're up or down,
That part.
whether you're having it good or you're having it bad.
Yeah.
And you got to be able to praise him in the good and the bad.
That part.
You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people don't start praying until it start going bad for them. They start, Lord, please help me, Jesus. Lord, help me, Jesus. No, you should have been saying that, Lord, help me, Jesus, all the time. That's your prayer. If that's your prayer.
Yeah. Look here, y'all. Big Hank keeps me grounded. I'm about that paper and using it in a mindful way. But I'm talking about Master P. The devil is a lie. I'm not on that emotional trip. Everybody should have the mindset of having a job. You want to have a job that you make enough money to do yourself. All the emotional part, conflicts, I can say, miss me.
But it's not, Roy, but it's not about when Christina was making a statement. It wasn't, she didn't even bring nothing about.
Now you defending it like I was talking about Christina. You
No,
the one that's wrong on that one, though, because I didn't say Christina. I don't front people out like that.
No, what
You're
I'm
making
saying,
it sound like it was me and Christina. No, I'm making a statement, period.
what
I'm
I'm
not
saying,
isolating her out. No.
what I'm saying is,
I heard what you're saying. I'm hearing what you're saying. You was
I
defending
haven't finished
Christina
what I'm
like I'm
saying.
attacking her. I'm not attacking her.
But I'm not finished what I was saying.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
So what I was saying is when about other people, the different visions that everybody else have is something different. It doesn't have anything to do with emotions. It's just each person.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out what do that have to do with the price of bananas with the conversation I was saying about when we're making money. That sounds emotional to me.
But it's not emotional.
What is it? Okay, you're telling me nobody don't want a job to get paid, period, right now.
Sometimes they don't have the mental capacity to do it.
So what do you want to happen?
So,
what do you want to happen? I'm listening. Okay, what do they expect to happen? I'm listening.
So what happens, life happens to different people. It's like
okay.
So it's different variations. When you get in front of somebody, there's something that have happened to them in life.
I'm not knocking that. That's not what my point is. You're telling me to look down memory lane. As I'm saying is we're trying to get paid. What's your plan of what you want us? What do you expect then? Give me a vision of then. Don't sell someone else. I'm saying here's a money man. Here's Master P. I'm not saying I have the mindset like Master P. I was saying is here's a person who can be where he can put you to work. He said he was trying to open up plants. He's trying to, I'm just saying is, what do you want to do right now? What do you want to do to make money right now? I'm just talking about the money that's been wasted, that when you did make money, you went and invested it in a church just to fill your conscience. But I'm saying is now when you don't have, I'm trying to come up with a solution. And one of the things is to get paid. Like Big Hank, he got a patent. He ain't rich, but he can be, because when people start buying more of their stuff and putting their items out, they use Long Beach also, he gets paid. I don't mind giving my monies, I do it. But I'm saying is, okay, all of a sudden I should be quiet and listen to individual.
No. There ain't nobody tell you to be quiet, but what they are saying is people got different views. Everybody ain't got the same view you got.
I said that. But listen here, they came into me because if they go back and look at the tape, it was interrupted to me because I'm making a point, and they keep thinking because when I brought up Master P, I'm not saying that I'm having a plan. I'm trying to show where if you need help, let me know. Personally, if you know me personally, because it's like, okay, if I go to my store, and I ain't trying to say, if I offend anybody, please forgive me.
I'll forgive you.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep it 100.
You offended some people.
I forgive you.
Okay, y'all forgive me because guess what?
I forgive you, and I'm turning both cheeks.
Okay, look here. I don't want you to forgive me. Everybody forgive me. But I got a little bit of attitude because the thing is, I hear the stuff all the time. I'm talking about the footprint. I don't know how to make anyone understand. It was when I came to, I say I'm spiritual. But when I came to grips about my ties, I was just trying to say, come to a grip and to a point. I wasn't telling everybody that to have the plan, just hear me out. I was just saying is, no one had the subject, and I was talking about the second cheek. And I said to me, I don't even know Master P's plan, but I see that it works. And he put it out like, hey, I want to, if he has a university, I would like to study it. Because everybody else seems to where it's not a real job unless you work for this particular kind of company. I know some people's on the now. I'm on the now. I got an 18-year-old and a 14-year-old. I got an elderly mom. I got situations in both states. It'd be like, man, but guess what? I don't bring that up because if I got God and I've been through the stuff, it's hard for me to sympathize. And that's where I ask the Lord and y'all, anybody who listen to, forgive me. But if I'm making a point and I'm going back into sad sack situations, the show is like, I was in a confrontation.
Today it was
somebody was being Johnny Cochran and stuff. These 5 grown folks up in this camp.
Bruh, today was a confrontation.
Today I seen smoke. Today I seen smoke coming from the screens. I never seen smoke come from smoke was coming from your screen, Roy, and smoke was coming from Willette's screen. That smoke was coming up from both of y'all screens. I didn't never see it before. But I seen smoke. I seen smoke. I seen smoke.
Each other back. They were like, oh, he made me upset. But
first time I seen smoke coming from your screen, cuz.
The competition was where, if you know, like, hey, I had to be like, man. I never told them to be quiet, shut your mouth, man's talk. I don't talk like that. You can have a debate.
You might as well have.
We can all see you putting juice in it.
Because you sure cut their ass off. You sure cut their ass off.
Hey, you hear me? Don't you hear me?
You cut their ass off. You let them know whose show it was. That's the show. You let them know whose show this is. It's the Roy Anthony show around this motherfucker. Just in case y'all forgot. Just in case y'all forgot.
Let me tell you something. I'm a soldier for the Lord. And you know what?
I love you, man.
The line together, you guess what? It ain't no links. Sometimes something got to be called out. Because guess what? If you be right with God and you know what's calling your conscience, the things is going to happen. I'm a proof.
And that's a good thing. And that's God talking through you. He ain't went through Willette. He ain't said nothing to Joy. He ain't hollered, but he been on you about it. And you got to be on your job. You got to stay on it.
He
That's
told
what
me
you better do.
Willette came on. I started taking it into consideration. It was him. It hit my grandmother. That first show said, Roy,
that's why she on the show. That's why she came on the show for that.
Wait a minute,
that's why God sent her on the show.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you a ruler over a lot. I've been asked to come to different countries. I said, well, look here, bro. I'm going back to school. I got a meeting today because I told him I wanted to be bona fide. You've been hearing me talk about it.
Certified and bona fide.
You're certified, but I want to be bona fide. That's a street thing where you're right.
Go.
Here. I wish, I pray, but the Lord said, look here. It goes back to grandmother. First, we had to clean up the house. Then I was in between. God's telling me, I want to bless you, Lord, but you got your mind wrong about the tithing. Then he takes me
right spot.
Look here. Big Hank told me I'm gonna be at the church. I said, nah, man, I'll see you tomorrow then. The guy he said, no, I'm good down there. I'm telling you. And if I'm talking about it, I got more to lose, I feel, if I'm being home. He's seen me. I make so much. This man got a house, bought a house. Who got the place? I said, man, I go in the pastor study. He said, look, God telling me. I said, hey, pastor, I don't pay my tithes. I pay my bills. He said, hey, you responsible. And then I changed my mind when Big Hank went in the deep freezer and he had all. I said, Lord, I seen it. I called my mother. 10 years I've been talking about tithing. You looking at Paul on the mask, because I'm like, y'all some fools getting out your money and stuff. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
And Hank, how many times? What was the change in him in regards to the
We're about to get paid. I'm trying to have $1 million tithes. Big Hank can run that. Oh, you got froze, Big Hank.
His laughter didn't.
Man, they messing with our show, man. They messing up our show.
Oh, wait a minute. This is our last day on Facebook, y'all. They do that. It's our last day. It's our last day on Facebook. Facebook has been doing us like that.
Hey, what changed him in regards to the tithes and offering?
I'm gonna tell you. He looked in my freezer. You understand? He seen, because he know what kind of money I make, and he know what kind of money he make. That's what changed him. What kind of money? The money that I make and the money that he making. He coming to me.
Look, y'all don't understand. It was so deep. It almost made me cry. I changed right in a garage.
In a garage. Ain't that something? That's where he can meet you at.
He does like meet you where you at, right?
I'm hungry.
Come on, Willette. Come on, Willette. Right in the garage, nigga. Right there by the.
Where you at?
I got me tearing up.
I'm in the garage right by this. This was out here. Everything was out here in the garage. Right here, man. I'm gonna show y'all my freezer right there. There go my freezer right here. That my freezer go right there behind.
That bro was filled.
There go my freezer.
I'm hungry. I ain't playing. I'm thinking I can get is some noodles and some cookies. Miss Willette teased me.
I said,
but I'm willing to take this sacrifice, but something's missing. God be holding major money for me, but I'm sitting up here hurting everybody.
Look at his freezer, Joy.
That look like my freezer.
Salmon.
See?
I'm being honest.
Bacon.
See?
Pork ribs.
See?
Here.
Hey man, okay. Hey, look here. I lie y'all not, because it freezes your camera when you move around by your stuff, Big Hank.
My bad.
Yeah. No, you all right.
My bad.
On blessings. How you gonna be my bad with blessings? Y'all, you did make me hungry.
That's all he do.
Hey,
look here.
Hey, he was trying to eat some cookies.
I'm listening to
noodles, some cookies and some noodles. I said that sounds like a jail spread to me.
Hey,
that's what it was.
Look here, y'all.
That's
here.
exactly what that is.
I want anybody to understand this happened. This happened just last month. I've been for 10 years strong going against grain. I was against that paying your tithes. You better take care of your family. I went in there, and when I opened up my mouth, I don't talk with the pastor. And he said the Republican stuff. I was like, oh wow. But I'm still, he even got up and mimicked Big Hank. He said, Big Hank does this. Now, the pastor don't have to get up and demonstrate nothing to me in his studies. I'm sitting down. He gets up and shows me how Big Hank just takes a little bit, put whatever he gets put in, put up underneath the door and go about his business. So he said, okay, Doc, we outie. So I'm listening like, yeah, let me just go and get what I need to get and go. We go in this house. Man, my stomach was like this. Wait a minute, Big Hank said, hey, man, you want to get some food, right? He don't give me the bottom shelf in the hot dogs that's been in there for 3-4 months. He gives me salmon cuts, patties. I microwaved it. I was like, man, what the world is this stuff? Look here.
You're supposed to give the good. You ain't supposed to give.
I got on that bus going back to my apartment, in my apartment. I said, Lord, forgive me. It was hit me. I told my mother, I'm going to go on this show and tell the World Wide Web I had to change about my tithes. So when I got paid, that was the first thing I wanted to go do. Big Hank knows I did. He knows the book. He ain't telling nobody that, but he knows I did because I don't brag on it.
Yes, sir.
You see, it's not on me. I just want people to know but Big Hank seen that transition.
Hey, the nigga called me up. He said, Hank, ever since I'm tired, nigga, I got 3 jobs offering me $100,000 a piece, and I don't know which one to take. And I'm saying, nigga, that's what he'll do. He'll pour you out blessings that you can't even hold,
and
man.
I took one, and they took one. It lasted a month. Because I already went with another one, and I was blessed. I'm with one of the best companies.
Yes, sir. That's what God to do.
I'll tell anybody, go get the book by Miss Willette Hurst. What's the name?
Don't kill your vision for another man's baby.
Man, that's a cold book. I tell anybody, go on Amazon.
Nigga, don't. What is that? What kind of book? Oh, wait a minute. That sounds like one of the books I read in the pen. That sounds like one of the books I read in the pen, man. Don't kill your hope for what another nigga baby. For another nigga's baby. What? Shit.
Don't kill your vision for another man's baby.
I can't wait to read that, man. That sounds like a penitentiary
vision for another man's baby. It's on Amazon. I was telling anybody.
That's got to be a movie, man. That's a movie.
You know what? And it's talking about is we'll do everything, break our neck to work for somebody else and doing everything for them. Why? But
won't do it for your dream. Yeah. Won't do it for your dream. Yeah, what you
like, here's a baby on a milk carton and stuff, and they be like, "Oh, it ain't her baby. Look at all them babies she got." She said that ain't her babies. That's somebody else's babies. Her baby on the milk carton. You be like, what type of person is that?
You taking care of all these babies, and they won't even take care of her own.
Yeah. And they have the nerve to talk about you can do it.
Right. And then try to tell you how to raise your babies. What? You don't get to. I got you. I like that. I like that book already.
It's not.
It need to be a bestseller.
It's on Amazon. Please order it today. It's on Amazon. Called say it again, Willette.
Don't kill your dream for another nigga's baby. Don't kill your dream for another nigga's baby. That's the name of it.
Oh shit.
That's the name of it, nigga. Don't kill your dream for another nigga's baby.
2 million sales today.
And then at the end it say on crib. Don't kill your dreams for another nigga baby, nigga. On crib.
On crib.
On crib, nigga.
I mean, look out. Look at it, man.
Y'all know you turn me red over here, right?
We got you, Willette.
Like trying to make someone mad. It's not trying to make somebody else. Guess what though? It's a family. Sometimes some family members, sometimes bump heads. I got the back. We may bump heads. This that all that the big sister and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes God gotta let somebody know something.
Yes, he do.
Because I never act like that.
It said iron sharpens iron.
Yes, ma'am.
Have I ever acted like that? Big Hank been knowing me all the time.
No, man.
If you lied, brother Hank.
Acting like you did today? Acting like you did today?
Yeah.
I've seen it on occasions. I know the real Roy. I know the real Roy. Y'all seen it on occasions. I know what can come out and what can't. I know how you get down, man. I remember. You remember when the first time we went up there to where we at Lakewood and they were trying to put us in the little section over here. You made them go get all the chairs out and bring them all around the thing. Yeah. I know the real Roy, nigga. The real Roy don't play.
Cool, man.
Yeah, the real Roy don't play.
And he wanted you to try to act like he don't get down like that.
That's my nigga, man. I fuck with him.
You would have had to repent for that if you would have lied.
I fuck with him. That's my nigga. I fuck with him.
Sometimes when people go through what they feel like, okay, a little contradiction or something, it's not that I'm trying to hurt them. I meant what I said. Now, I'm not on it. If somebody, they know I love them very much. If I have to prove it, I drive on down there.
No, man.
No, I go down there and visit and stuff for real.
You going to Willette's house right now? You gonna go to Willette's house right now?
No, I'm talking about down there in
Christina.
Yeah.
We know you can't drive. We know you can't. We know you ain't gonna drive that far. We know you ain't gonna drive that far. But just go to Willette's. Willette's down the street. The Lord Willette ain't far. Go to her house. You heard her feelings today.
See?
I ain't going over Willette's house. Did you see her eyes?
You got to go to some strange
back in the days. She might be trying to repent, saying, "I will not kill no more." Be highlighted in her Bible. I get over there and she said, "Lord, I backslid for a minute." I'm the one standing up there like this. Like Willette went back to her old ways. Was out in the living room.
Told you about killing your dream for other niggas' babies. Nigga, I told you about that.
Nigga, I'm not being on your show, Roy. Killing my vision. Having your baby. What? Keep that on the low. They all got salty with me, Big Hank. All I'm talking about is, hey, you better get God first. That's what I'm trying to say.
Look, hey, can we say doghouse?
Doghouse.
Yeah, the doghouse. When I
in the doghouse, nigga. You in the doghouse.
Be the last. Y'all be the last. It's not like I'll do it in order. But I probably will be dog.
You gotta write it down 100 times. I will not disrespect Willette and them on TV.
No, I'm not doing that. They don't need an apology.
But then he be lying, right? When he be lying.
Look here, I'm not saying. That's why I tell people it's not a confrontation. We're not fronting them or nothing. Bruh. It can get debatable. That's a conversation.
Listen, the reason he got that statement, the reason he used that statement is not like it's a conversation, not a confrontation, because that nigga's conversations then turn into confrontations. That's why he be that nigga know. That nigga like, please, let's do it again. Let's not turn our conversations into confrontations again, please.
Hey, I've been in situations. Look, I had to talk to a homie in a certain neighborhood, but he's thinking I want to make sure he knows that I just want to talk to you first, homie. Hey, dog, it's not a confrontation. It's a conversation. I gotta have this conversation with you.
But look at my eyes.
And look who's talking about eyes.
Please.
I told you, they got a movie got eagle eyes.
Oh my God.
Big Hank and stuff. And the thing is that we have to come to grips. I look at Joy. Joy laughs. She thinks her son just like her. The apple don't fall far from the tree. And she know for real.
Joy don't play at all, nigga. Joy over there wishing a nigga would cut her off, nigga. You cut her off, nigga.
Know it.
She wish a nigga would.
Joy from Chicago.
Look, that's the Chi-town. Like she all silent and that silent kid with that smile.
Joy over there wishing a nigga would. I wish a nigga would.
Well, he was saying with the subject. It wasn't that I'm telling everybody to be like-minded. Let's talk about money. That's what we're lacking.
No, but see, everything ain't about money, Roy. And that's the thing that I kind of feel like that's where the world is kind of messed up at. Like we always been talking about the love of money and how that is the root of evil. But that's what everybody is ready to jump
in love with.
And nobody is helping nobody if they ain't got no money to benefit them. And that's sad.
But
That's
see, look
sad.
here.
We
Okay.
can't elevate like that.
Okay. Jesus said, render unto Caesar what one sin. I'm not about money. And then we had to get it right. The love of money is the root of all evil, not having money.
Right.
What I'm saying is, because God reigns on the just as well as the unjust. My mind is, while we're concentrating on who is doing me wrong and right song, is figure out what we're doing with our funds so that we don't come into situations where, hey, because that's not the shine of God. I had to come to grips. Why am I lose so much money? Because of fooling their money soon departs. Because the insurance is like, Roy, if you're going to do this and you're going to confess and you saying you honor me and I'm honoring you, I'm blessing you. You and Big Hank, y'all came a long way. We got homies that watch this to know us personally. We couldn't say the things we saying and thinking we wouldn't face repercussions or something. There's some things we keeping it real. We keeping it 100. All I'm saying is, I'm seeing where the conversation's going. And I was going in conversation of what we do and how to work with it now. It worked for me just to get here. I'm not the mind of Master P. I'm not saying it's love money. The love of money is rooted off people. I'm never going to step on neither one of y'all necks to get a dollar bill. If I have a show with CBS, I'm bringing all 5 of us on there, like The View. 2 men, 3 women talking like this around a round table. That's how I see it. Christina's on there too. That's what I'm doing. Now, whether we see eye to eye, sometimes we might, it may be historical. That's my baby sister. I love her. As a sister, that's my family. I would go down there. I was send her something. I was just saying this. I don't know. But anyway, I got cousins like that. I'm not even close with them like I am with Christina. My point is, may be a little overbearing sometimes, but guess what? It's a point I was getting.
We love you. We know you little old. Nigga, we ain't tripping, nigga. Listen, you just like you just like that little brother that always be getting in trouble. I gotta get this nigga again, man. I gotta go get this nigga again. Gotta go get this nigga again.
You know we can't.
Again.
Hey, look here. Hey, look here. When we come to grips with God first, I ain't tell nobody be no punk and this and that. If we come to grips with that, you got to have an entity to believe in. Then he has few commandments that he asks us to do. And so then he'll say, hey, put my money here. This is the start. Now, they said a solution. The solution to me, and I was saying it, was me agreeing to pay my tithes. As soon as I paid my tithes, solutions happen like that.
You know what's funny? You how the show went down today. That's why y'all getting kicked off of Facebook.
Kicked off of Facebook while you trying to put our producer. They flagged.
I'm just being facetious.
Yeah, you sure was. Let me defend my network.
Yeah, you sure was.
Kicked off of Facebook.
Wait, look, Joy, you see the way the eyes go. You sure was.
You elevated.
That nigga said, we ain't getting kicked off no damn Facebook.
Look at his eyebrow raised up. He was getting a flashback.
I thought that nigga was on Roots all of a sudden. Anyway, we ain't going nowhere. Master, we ain't never get kicked off of no Facebook. I thought that nigga was on Roots or something. I don't know what thought that nigga was LeVar Burton for a minute. LeVar Burton was on it. We ain't never, Master. We ain't never getting kicked off of no.
That was a Kodak moment right there.
That nigga LeVar Burton.
Y'all got me tripping, man.
I love you. I love you, my nigga.
Yeah, man. You know what, man? All I was just saying is to start for any solution probably is to get right with God and do your tithes to God
and laugh. And laugh, man.
Hey, Lord.
Hey, I want to say one more thing before we go, Roy.
Oh, yeah,
God said that he gave different gifts to everybody. He gave to one, he gave the prophecy.
Yeah.
He gave someone else, he gave the preach. To someone else, he gave, you know what I'm saying? Different gifts. Yeah. And so your gift ain't her gift, and her gift ain't Joy gift, and you know what I mean. So, but we support you 100%.
Yeah,
we support you 100%. We all need, everybody need a idea on how to get money. Just everybody's idea ain't the same, and everybody ain't gonna push like you push about your idea that God gave you. You got to go with it.
No ideas. I just said paying tithes. That's where it's going. I feel like that's where I feel like it starts with whatever you get. You try to get the link with God. God is everywhere at the same time. I was just saying there was a solution for me and stuff. It keep coming like what I had a plan. I didn't have no plan. I was talking about Master P got a financial plan. My plan was talking about paying tithes to God.
Okay.
That's the solution. If you start there, he's closer to you than me and all you. I'm like, there it should start, and then up jump the boogie.
Wait.
Hey, cause you didn't explain it to us like that at first. At first, you was like me and Master P, and I'm finna go to this school and learn stuff. And I need y'all to get enrolled and enroll in Master P school. I'm like, wait a minute.
Master P about some about the potato chips. All of us agreed that we ate them potato chips. That man is getting a mark. I was just saying something.
That's a genius. That's genius marketing. That's genius marketing. And guess why? Guess why ain't no black people on potato chips? Because he the first one came up with it. Shit, they just
I'm
now
not talking like the dude here trade. I'm saying is, what does it take to get the same type of just like you got the patent lawyer. We brought in Brian Took, the number one.
But nigga, that came through God hooking me up with you. My connection with you was for all that. And so that's what he did.
When people listen to these preachers, I would just tell them, man, listen to somebody else. He was talking about he loved God. He loved the Spirit of God. We got more guys trying to rap than we got trying to be marketers. You making open a manufacturer. They think I'm crazy. I know I'm insane. But look here. Look here. I did. If I apologize for anybody and stuff, but sometimes I don't have patience when it comes to.
You said apologize. Did you say if?
No, I said I apologize to anybody else besides my two sisters got offended. First, I want to correct that. I didn't say me and Master P. I don't want him at all. Miss Willette, you said that's why Facebook kicking off. We was just so tired of Facebook that Woe Entertainment. See,
getting off.
Want to go through YouTube. We upgraded ourselves.
Yeah,
because I'm
get that straight
for real.
Get that straight.
If they did kick me out, I would tell Mark Zuckerberg, "Look here, man. I've been kicked out of better places than this."
Give me my ball. I'm going somewhere else to play right now.
That part. Hey, y'all have a good blessed weekend. And
love you, Roy, man.
Love you too, Big Hank, Miss Willette,
yes, sir.
And Cynthia. Joy, got
much
love for you. Bless y'all family.
Roy be over there in 30 minutes. Willette to apologize to you about all
that. Man.
Y'all be missing y'all MIA. He be MIA somewhere.
I know that's right, girl.
Talking about kidnapping you, nigga. She talking about kidnapping you, nigga. Read between the lines. Read between the lines.
Hey, man.
And quit giving up your dream for another nigga's baby. Don't do it. Don't do
it. Thing on? Can you hear me?
Roy,
is anybody out there?
Is the spot to be, baby.
Hey, tune in.
It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the